It was good. It was exciting. You know, after a couple months of focusing on recruiting and winter workouts and getting everything organized from a structural standpoint and organizational standpoint, it felt great to just get back on the field and coach and get an opportunity to see these guys in in our system and start teaching.
How limited was Nick today?
He was limited. He did the 7-on-7 drills and the individual drills. We had some stuff where we just did scout team stuff and jog through. So he did what he was capable of doing.
Is that kind of the plan for him all spring?
Sir?
Is that kind of the plan for Nick all spring?
He's gonna be limited. We're gonna ease him back into it. We don't want to get out too far in front of our skis, but we'll allow him to do the things he's capable of doing.
Is there anybody unavailable at spring besides limits on Nick?
Unavailable in what regard?
As far as injuries or things like that?
No, the guys that were in the normal jerseys are guys that are full go. Yellow means that they're limited, and red means they're out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you spent a lot of time in meetings in January and February.
Yeah.
Kind of installed the office. Do you see the fruits of some of that today?
No, I think so in all three phases. Special teams, offense, and defense. It was for all of us going a million miles an hour today because you're teaching and learning essentially a new language and a new way to practice. So from every small detail of the practice scripts and where we're at on the field and the clocks and the drills and how we want things done. So under the circumstances, for being brand new for day one, I was pleased but not satisfied.
With Nick being limited, as you said, what are you expecting to kind of see from him? What do you want to see from him, as far as his learning growth, with learning your offense, and sort of what would make you say, okay, he's where I want him to be right now?
No, I think just in the repetitions that he's able to participate, just an understanding of the installation that we're putting in on that day, and as it continues to build up. So, when he's in the skellies, what Coach Bronner's teaching him in the meeting room, bringing it out, and being able to apply that on the field.
What's the starting point for Marcus Murphy position-wise?
Marcus started safety day. Yeah.
You going to move him around throughout the spring?
Yeah, based on depth and Marcus is going to start out as a defensive back. We have him at safety to start with, but I think he could play corner. He could probably play some offensive positions. We have him working some return stuff. I think he'll be a big factor on special teams. But like all the mid-year guys, I think it was going extra fast for them today. And Marcus is tremendously talented, and he'll it'll slow down for him eventually.
What went into the decision to move Alec Murphy to linebacker?
Depth and opportunity for the kid. Yeah.
How are you going to figure out the rotation at wide receiver, reps-wise? There's a lot of bodies.
Very carefully. No, there are, and I think that's one of the, I don't say question marks, but it's a position, where we're going to need to sort some things out through evaluations. And, we have a lot of bodies and a lot of guys that are capable of playing in the, new system that we're putting in place. From a pass game perspective, we just need to see those guys in it and make the evaluations and see who gives you the opportunity to be the best three on the field at a given time.
So overall, you had a great first day from your guys being back out here?
At this point, it'd be a stretch to say great. I'd say I was pleased with the effort. I'd say I was thought the execution and the learning was good. We talk about preparation, effort, and execution. I thought the coaches did a good job providing the information to the kids in the meetings and them coming out and applying it on the field. Now, there were some assignment busts in all three phases, but that's to be expected. But for, like I said, day one with a brand new offense, defense, special teams, we'll look at the film and clean it up. But I thought it was a very positive first day and something to build off.
You were talking about learning a new language.
Yep.
And everything. Is it possible to improve and learn a new language at the same time, or do you have to learn all the new terminology and then get better? You understand what I'm saying? Is it one and then the other, or can you do both at once?
No, I think you do both at once. I mean, for us on offense, we're no huddle, so a lot of it for the skill guys is hand signals, so you're essentially learning sign language. And then for the guys up front, you're learning verbal communication, so it's kind of a two-pronged thing there. And then defensively, it's how you set the front, how you set the coverages, and what the adjustments are and things like that. So, there's a bunch of different ways to play quarter, half coverage, but whether it's a color or it's a number, that's what kind of the difference in translation is. And I think for our kids defensively, I believe the fifth defensive coordinator in 5 seasons, this is them learning, fifth different language. So.
Hey, you moved a couple guys to defensive end, I guess you and Bob.
Yep.
A few guys actually referring to, so Montez and Gary Green as well. Where does that leave you as far as linebacker goes?
Linebacker, we've got good numbers there. We got signed some guys too, and I think that's part of the transition from an odd defense to an even defense. Some of those guys that played that kind of hybrid outside backer position last year have either done one of two things. They've either kicked into end or they bounced back to backer. So we balance those numbers out, and some of it we have now, and some we're going to have to address through recruiting. So to get the numbers where we want them to be.
Also, with playing like a 4-2-5, that kind of becomes less of an emphasis than I would guess, is how many linebackers you have on the field.
To a certain extent, I mean the 4-2-5 is really predicated on what personnel the defense is in. So that star or the star position, as we call it, that could be a DB or that could be a backer based on what the personnel grouping the offense is playing. So at any given point, we can have 3 or 2 linebackers on the field.
If this practice goes with the schedule you like, how soon would you go from installation to actually practicing it, or kind of will you go with the pace they can learn, or do you have a script in mind?
No, we've been very measured in our approach and our installation. So we go on a 3-day cycle. So we go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday are installation days, and then Saturday's a review day.
Mm-hmm.
So. And then start the next week, Tuesday and Thursday are install days, and then Saturday's a review day.
Well, this Saturday the first day in pads.
Yes, sir.
Maybe a little bit early to ask this, but everywhere you've been, running backs have flood passes in your offense.
Yes.
In the past, that has not always been the case here. What do you think of the hands that the running backs have in this team?
I mean, to be determined. I mean, they caught the balls that were thrown them today on some stuff in 7-on-7 and individuals, but I don't think that's something that we make a concerted effort to say, hey, we're throwing balls at a running back. I think that's just part of the byproduct of our offense, whether it gets to them in the progression or it's something where we're getting the ball to them on the screen. And those guys are good athletes. I anticipate that we'll be fine throwing the ball to them.
I may have missed them, but during the viewing session, I did not see Brandon Bryant.
Yeah, Brandon is. We're holding him out. He's got some business to take care of off the field, academically, and we're going to let him handle that. We're going to, take it day by day, and when he handles his business, we'll get him back on the field.